Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with Anna Kelly. How you doing, Anna?
I'm doing great. Good to be here.
So I am lucky enough to be one of your friends on Facebook, and I'm lucky enough that I don't know how Facebook works, but when you put out a post, it goes right to the top of my feed. So I'm very lucky. You put out a post yesterday I have on my phone that basically starts with, I'm often said I am the anti-guru real estate speaker, coach, and investor. Why? That post hits different. And I think people need to understand, because you truly are preparing people for what I think is coming. So the floor is yours. Tell everybody what was in your heart when you were writing that.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you so much. It's my honor to be at the top of your feed as well. So one of the things that I love about you and our show and what we do is we really have a heart to help people, right? We're not doing this to get rich. We've already become rich through real estate, but we've been through so much. We want to help other people. How do you navigate real estate? And what I recognized in my coaching students and people that message me for advice and the forums in One Rental at a Time, et cetera, is people are just saying, okay, I can't find deals. It's getting too hard. Nothing's cash flowing, right? And it's a lot of we've put in the time and we feel like it's been enough and it's not working, right? Or how can you give me the easy button and the fast button and make this happen really quickly? How can I create real estate wealth really quickly? And if you've been investing for less than 12 years, right, you have only seen a massive increase where people could make big mistakes in real estate and still look like rock stars and look like killing it, right? You could make mistakes with your budget, mistakes with your property manager, mistakes with your tenants. And the market was just bringing values up and rents up. And so it was a lot easier. Those of us that lived through the recession, like we talked about in video number 2, 08, 09, and 10 were hard. They were really hard. But when you kept going anyway, you were very blessed with just a rising market for a decade. What I want people to understand, if I could say anything to investors, and go back and listen to number 2, because it's part of the heart that was behind that post, was I wish I could let you all understand that despite what you see in conferences, in books, in Facebook groups, and in social posts, real estate isn't the easy get rich quick scheme that it seems like it has been just by looking at social media or looking at returns that newer investors have been able to generate, even with a lot of experience, because of where the market is going. Because the reality is it's getting hard. This is the hardest time to find deals that cash flow since I've been investing,
without question.
But when people think of real estate as this is my quick way to retirement and wealth, and it was quick in the last 2 or 3 years, so it's going to be quick for me. What happens, Michael, is people give up and they say, this isn't easy. It's not what I was promised. It's not what I thought. It's too hard. They quit doing the work because it's not easy and quick. And then they lose their dreams and their hope, and then they back off. And I know that I was at a place in the last downturn where I was hopeless. I was defeated. I thought this was terrible. I did all the right things and it's all collapsing. And I wish that I had had the grit and that someone had told me before, this is not always going to be easy. This is going to be really hard. It's not the easy button, but if you continue, the wealth is on the other side. The reward is on the other side. So my heart is to say, listen, yes, you want to retire from your job. Yes, you want to be home with your kids. Yes, you want to replace your income and buy 100 doors this year and make $100,000 more this year. But it's not going to be easy. And so we've got to kind of temper our expectations of what is real estate investing all about. If you already have money and you're passive, most of what I wrote about isn't going to apply to you. But if you're actively investing, which is how we create wealth when we don't already have it, real estate is going to be a long-term journey of grit, resilience, commitment, and choosing your hard. It's not easy, but it's a choice to choose your hard, to get better as you go, and to slowly keep taking one step, walking the journey to financial freedom, walking the journey to wealth, knowing that it's hard now. Guess what? It's going to be hard in a year. It's going to be hard in a recession. But if you're committed to doing the work and you do not give up, the wealth is there on the other side. It's just not as easy and as quick as you think it's going to be.
Yeah, there's so much in that. And again, I have the post up, so I may read some of the headlines because there's a lot there. There is no easy button, but there is a process.
Yes.
There's a difference, right?
Yes.
There's no easy button. Click this, give me 10 grand, whatever, and I'll give you the super secret 5 words. No.
Yes.
Again, I have the rules right here. These are the rules. I don't know if you and I actually have one rental at a time rules. Focus. Most investors aren't focused. They are all over the flipping place.
Yes.
So I call establish a buy box.
Love
Number
it.
2, daily discipline. I
Yes.
want 20 minutes a day. I don't want 4 hours on Saturday. I want 20 minutes every day. If I've been looking at my market for 21 years in a row now, you can look at it every day also.
Yes.
Grow your network.
Yes.
This has been more important in the last 2 or 3 years than ever. I've always believed in it. But again, where did I get my 12 deals in the last 2 years? All off market. I believe I'll get more deals on market going forward. But again, grow your network. Meet 2 people a week, 2 brand new people. Learn average.
Yes.
All of the new investors. I want a great deal. I want a great. Well, what's a good deal? I don't know. I want a great deal. Sorry. Logic says you have to learn average first and then do great deals. Most of you are going to do 1 deal every year or 2. Make it a great one.
Yes.
Don't do average. Number 5, bad things will happen.
Yes.
Learn and move on. Don't wallow. Don't do this. Don't do that. It's hard for everybody. Learn and move on. Number 6, it is a 5 to 10 year journey. This is not a 5-week, 5-month, thing.
Yes.
And then finally, audit your network, your personal network, because people in your network may be battery drainers as opposed to battery chargers. Go get new networks. Go get around positive people. Stop being around the negative people that are killing your dreams. It is hard enough to do this thing instead of having to deal with people that just pull you down. So those are my 7 rules.
I love it. Yeah. And they go very, very well with my post. Part of it was, another thing is people think, okay, well, they know you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, right? So they want a network. So, and we provide that network, right? And we do it because we care about people. Not only do you want to be around people that are going to have things that allow you to increase your knowledge, like your coaching course, like my coaching course, like masterminds, right? Those things are valuable and they're really worth paying for when you don't have the knowledge already, right? But the problem is most people sign up and they think that's the magic pill. It's the secret course, the secret mastermind, and it's going to make them wealthy. And then if it doesn't, they get upset, right? Mm-hmm. You cannot buy enough information to make you wealthy. You cannot buy enough masterminds to participate in that can make you wealthy. Mm-hmm. But if you learn that you are building wealth and your network is a piece of it and the information is a piece of it, you take that knowledge, you get encouraged by your network, you get advice from your network to help you not make huge mistakes that can cost you a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And you have a network that will come alongside of you when these things happen. That network is extremely important, but it's not the easy button. It's not the magic pill. Information is plentiful. If we could all get rich on information, Michael, mm-hmm. everybody would be rich. We have more information at our fingertips, and about real estate specifically. All I had in 2007, I knew of Bigger Pockets. I read one article on seller financing. I went to one conference on multifamily. I didn't have a network. I didn't have information. It was hard. People have so much information now. If you add that information to your network, but then you have to commit to take action and build your wealth, build your real estate. Mm-hmm. The building doesn't happen with the info or the people. You've got to do it all. You've got to take the action, do the work, play the long game, keep playing when it gets hard. Have your network help you to jump over those hurdles when it gets hard so that you keep going. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the point, is all these pieces are necessary, but it's up to you. Are you committed? Are you interested in dabbling in real estate to make money? Most people are interested in dabbling until it gets hard. And the same goes for any goal that we have, right? We have to not dabble. We have to make a full commitment. We are building generational wealth. We are building financial freedom. And we're going to take the long, arduous journey of doing that for 5 to 10 years, as you said. If you do all that work for 5 to 10 years and it doesn't happen for you, you probably don't have the right information or the right network, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But if you do the work, there is nothing surer to make you a millionaire than real estate. And anything that's there, there's more millionaires that are in real estate than anything else.
Yeah.
But there is nothing that has time commitment and fortitude and hard like getting there. So if you know up front, things are going to get harder than you think they are now, pretty soon.
Yeah.
This is just a small window of time, and you commit
Yeah.
to building yourself, becoming the person of fortitude and grit and wisdom that can help you become a wise investor. Then that way you're making the money, Michael, but you also create the wisdom to never lose it and give up.
Yeah. Folks, if you aren't motivated to binge watch Anna Kelly's playlist at this point, you're not paying attention, because that was heartfelt. A couple of things as I want to wrap up this episode. It's really funny, right? I create those 7 rules. I have the daily discipline. I do 5 to 7 videos a day, 7 days a week to give back. I have this remarkable How to Get Started One Rental at a Time course, which you are a part of. You've created bonus sections for. It's $320. It's the cheapest thing I have seen out there on purpose, because I don't need this to pay my bills, right? I'm good.
Right.
It's now at a price point where if you spend it, you're going to feel it, right? So I want people to do the work. It is actually amazing, right? Because what I've done to this, because again, I don't need the money. I have a free Facebook group that you need to ask to join. It's only students. I have thousands of students now that have bought the course. I don't yet have thousands of folks in the Facebook group. The Facebook group is worth the cost of the course by itself. If you never listen to a video, you will get around, I think today it's like 1,300 people that are doing the work, speaking the vocabulary, networking, asking questions. It is the most positive place on the internet. I go to it every day, and I smile when I'm done. There's no other place on the internet that I go and I'm happy when I'm done, right? Folks, if you are ready to do the work, you want the 5-year, 10-year commitment, you got to buy the course. It's $320. Sorry. But then go the extra step and join the Facebook group. All you got to do is ask to join. Yes, I'm going to validate that you bought the course, because if you didn't, you're getting declined. I want no dead wood in there.
Right.
Once you do that, you're in. Let's get going. So Anna, how can people find you?
Yeah, absolutely. You can find me here every week and on my playlist on One Rental at a Time. You can find me on social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Anna Kelly, REI Mom. And my website is reimom.com.
And again, one more time, you must binge watch Anna Kelly's playlist. It is amazing. Go back to the very beginning where she was still employed at AIG. And then later she says, I just gave notice, and she's been with us for so long. So thank you very much, Anna.
Absolutely. So good to be here.